There is nothing to fear in life. You just have to understand it. Now it's the time to understand more so that we can fear less. Marie Curie. My name is Gonzalo Morán Sánchez. I'm a student of high school UVM. I made a speech about COVID-19 because I felt very stressed during this pandemic and it was affecting my health. So I choose COVID and mental health. Dealing with emotions generated for a new illness can be very stressful. Fear and concern for your health and your loved ones, it's a feeling that everyone as a community can relate to. I'm trying to achieve that everyone can deal with stress in a healthy way. I was thinking of my dad while I was writing my speech, so I hope he can hear it. When I received the news that the classes were going to be online, to be totally honest with you, I was happy. 7 months away, my point of view is very different. The fear and anxiety of a new illness is very stressful. The health measures of distancing do not help since when we feel isolated, stress and anxiety increases. Dealing with stress in a healthy way strengthens us, our loved ones, and our community. But how do you react to stress? What about mental health and suicide? What are some healthy alternatives for coping with stress? How do you react to stress? In my case, I experienced fear for my health and my family, especially for my father, because he is diabetic and he has to work outside the house. The fear and concern is also for his employment and financial situation. In his company, they fired almost half of the employees and now he has more jobs and less income. Also, changes in the school system such as online classes have changed my sleep and eating patterns and I have trouble sleeping and concentrating, aggravating my emotional health. The World Health Organization has identified mental illnesses among the most disabling in the Western world, which have greater effects than conditions such as diabetes, cancer, and cardiovascular disease combined. You may feel more stress during this pandemic. Fear and anxiety can be overwhelming and cause strong emotions. It is proved that mental health is an important part of wellness and overall health. It affects us the way we think, feel, and act. It also affects the way we deal with stress, relate to others, and make decisions during an emergency. As evidenced by feelings of isolation, depression, anxiety, and other financial or emotional problems are known to increase the risk of suicide. People are more likely to experience this feeling during a crisis such as a pandemic. Suicide increased 37.7% in the first semester of 2020. In the same period during 2019 in Querétaro, there were more than 106 events. While there is no single cause for suicide, there are risk factors and warning signs which may increase likelihood of an attempt. Learning them can save lives. There are healthy alternatives for coping with stress. Know what to do if I get COVID-19. Know where are and how to access treatment, know how to take care of my emotional health and take care of my body, and know how to relax and communicate with other people. Family and community support, staying connected and having access to virtual or face-to-face counseling or therapy can counteract suicidal thoughts and behaviors, especially during a crisis like the COVID-19 pandemic. Stay, Staying informed about COVID-19 and stopping the spread of rumors can help reduce stress and stigma. Understanding the risk to yourself and your loved ones can help you connect with others and make an outbreak less stressful. Call your healthcare provider if you feel that stress interferes with your daily activities for several days in a row. The free and confidential resources can also help connect you and your loved ones with a trained and knowledgeable counselor in your area. Now I will show you a video of CNBC television that is about how to take care of your mental health during COVID-19.
Incredibly busy. We know how hard these times have been on all of us and will be. So what advice can clinical psychologists offer to any of us struggling with separation, loneliness, work from home, and just about everything else? CNBC's Contessa Brewer with some answers.
Brooke White is an avid runner, a mom supervising remote learning for her kids, and a clinical psychologist. She says in the conversation about frontline workers, mental health professionals are being left out.
We are not exempt from the stress of this time. We are holding up the weight of an enormous amount. A huge percentage of people have had COVID. Many millions of more than that have had mental health issues.
The demand for help is so great. Online therapy site Talkspace has seen a 100% increase in new users since February. Brooke now sees 35 patients per week, a 40% increase to her pre-pandemic caseload. Her go-to prescription for anyone feeling anxiety? First, talk to someone, whether a friend, family, or professional, but don't sit alone with the stress. Exercise.
It helps with anxiety, with stress, with trauma, with depression. You know, it's one of the best tools we have for mild depression is exercise.
Get outside. Sunshine, fresh air, and nature work wonders. And practice mindfulness.
Moving in and out.
I asked her to show me.
Come back to your breath.
Do you practice what you preach?
Definitely. I would not be able to continue to do my work if I wasn't practicing what I'm preaching.
Mental health conditions such as depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, or schizophrenia affect persons' ways of thinking, feeling, and behaving in ways that influence their ability to interact and function daily. COVID-19 has cast a vast shadow over the whole society. Students can engage in a variety of activities that can protect their mental health and enhance their psychological resilience. I hope my speech is enjoyable and useful for you. And remember, the fear and anxiety of a new illness is very stressful. The health measures of distancing do not help since when we feel isolated, stress and anxiety increases. Dealing with stress in a healthy way strengthens us, our loved ones, and our community. Thanks for your attention and see you next time.